Hey everybody, what's up guys? It is time for another chit chat get ready with me video, so let's sit back, relax, and do our makeup or just hang out with me. Just come on over. Alright, so let's do it. I have a couple of new things that I want to try out with you guys on camera today. Some of them I actually have tried, some are new. We'll just see where it goes. Alright, let's get it going. So I let my moisturizer soak in. I'm still using the Clinique one. I'm still using the Dermalogica sunblock, and I like to put that on like right after I get out of the shower and just kind of let it soak in. But I've also been using this as my primer lately, and it's the Too Faced Hangover RX spray. So this also claims to be a setting spray as well as a primer spray. I personally don't think it really sets my makeup, at least as not as good as the Milani one. I just love the Make It Last spray, like as far as keeping my makeup locked in. I just like this to use as a primer, and I've used maybe like a third of it. So here we go. I do a couple sprays. It feels so nice. I do like the way it hydrates my skin, but it's just not that great at setting, at least for me. And I have this pretty little beauty blender that I want to use out. This is their new swirl design. It's so pretty. I don't want to get it dirty, but that's what we're gonna do. So actually, you know what? I've been really into my Makeup Forever HD sticks lately, and I have two shades, 115 and 117. So I like to take 115 mostly because this one is perfect for my skin tone, and then I just take a tiny bit of 117. I like to use this more on the perimeter of my face. I'm just using my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush for this. It's synthetic bristles, but it's so good for foundation, you guys. This brush, it works for cream products, for liquid products. I'm getting really into e.l.f. brushes lately. You guys gotta try these out. You can get them at Target. Even Walmart has a lot of e.l.f. brushes now. I'm quite surprised because I don't know if it's just my Walmart, but anytime I try to get e.l.f. stuff at Walmart, it's like, it's just gone. Everything is gone. Now I'm just taking my beauty blender and I'm gonna go over everything to just really make sure there's no lines from the brush. I just like sponges. I am such a sponge person. Even when I use a foundation brush, I go over it. Oh, I love the way this stuff smells. Good old lip Sol. I'm almost out of this and I don't have any backup, so I need to go down to Walmart today and get this. I'm just gonna add a little bit more coverage onto my lids here, and I'm gonna use this as my base, primer, whatever, and I'm just taking my Real Techniques mini sponge to really blend this in. They have these sponges at Target now. I saw them the other day. You know what I couldn't find though? I went to Target. I was just picking some stuff up, like cleaner and like little things I needed, right? I couldn't find the Luscious Lemon scent of the Chapstick Total Hydration Lock lip balms. One of my favorites at the drugstore. One of my favorite lip balms ever, actually. I could not find the lemon one, so I think that they discontinued it, and I'm really sad. And also the sweet peach is really hard to find too, and it's like, what is going on? Because those two were my favorites, and they still have like the vanilla. I still see the mint, but I don't see those other two. Those are my favorites. I'm just gonna take Creme Brûlée. As always, this is my favorite. These are both Creme Brûlée, but this one's just running super low. But you know me, I always have. This palette needs some cleaning. I had to change my battery died, but all I did was take some Creme Brûlée down here on the bottom, and then I also put a little bit of Frappé from Makeup Geek. So, about this Subculture palette. Okay, you guys know I'm a big fan of the Modern Renaissance, and I still love that palette. I still have it. I've hit pan on a couple shadows in there now. So I was considering buying the Subculture palette, like because they're supposed to be sister palettes, at least that's what I thought they were marketed as. And I just see all this drama going on, like, with people arguing about it, like over on Twitter. I go on Twitter a lot. Shout out, plug my Twitter at Hollie Forrest. If you don't follow me, come on down. I feel like there's just too much drama going on with it, so I'm gonna stay away. I'm gonna swatch it when it comes to Ulta or something, but I'm good for now. So those of you who are wondering if I'm gonna do a review on it, probably not, because I just don't want to involve myself in that. Like, it just seems pretty, I don't know, I just don't like that kind of drama stuff, you know? And I'm not saying a negative review is drama, but there's a lot of like back and forth going on in the beauty community. I'm sure you guys have seen most of it by now because this is like old news now, but I don't know, the whole thing just kind of turned me off from it, so I'm gonna wait and just swatch it in person. Speaking of eyeshadow palettes, I do have the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette that I want to use today with you guys. I like this shade over here called Sauced, It's like a kind of a lighter brown, and it's a matte. I really like the mattes in this palette. Honestly, the shimmer shades in here I don't like at all. They are so dry. At least I feel like mine are really dry. Like the Scorch shade, I love the color of it, but the formula is really hard to get it to stick to my skin. Like I almost have to use like a glitter glue to get it on there. But the mattes are very nice. I don't have any issue with the mattes at all. And the last shadow I'm going to use today is He Devil. This one's a really pretty red brown. I don't need a lot of this. It's one of the most pigmented shades in the palette. At least I feel like it is. I just like to kind of take a little bit. But, oh, and you know what I almost forgot to tell you guys? I finally went to the YouTube space in LA. It is so beautiful. It's this big building where you can go and you can film. You can like set up appointments to use their equipment and stuff. I still haven't done that yet. I do want to try it out one of these days. But I actually was going there for a creator talk. If you guys are also YouTubers or content creators here on this platform, make sure you check out when they have these talks, because all you do is just RSVP and they are so much fun. I finally went to one, and I went to the Girl Love talk with one of my favorite YouTubers ever, Lily Singh. Oh my goodness, you guys, it was so uplifting. I just felt inspired after leaving, and I loved hearing it. She had 2 panels. There was one with men and one with women, and they talked about you know, just spreading girl love, stop the girl on girl hate. That's her initiative. If you ever watch her channel, she talks about it and creates videos around it and everything like that. It's gonna take a little bit of Maybelline Striking Copper right down here, and I will see if they put any of the talk on the creator content channel, because it was such an awesome talk. It was such an awesome experience. I love just seeing the space, but to see Lily talk about girl love was just amazing, and I felt so inspired after leaving there, and it was just what I needed, I feel, because after like everything that's happened in July, I just feel like I want to relax and kind of get back to normal. I've just been spread really thin this past month. Like everybody had stuff going on, and I just needed to be there for my family. My baby cousin was born, and she was admitted to the ICU and she was born, and it was just a really scary thing, and my family was just kind of like, you know, it was just a crazy time. So it just made me feel like up and ready to get going again, and I loved the talk. It really was what I needed. And I saw my friend Ishani there. I didn't even know she was gonna be there, but Total Makeup Junkie 101, I'm sure you guys know her. She's an amazing person, and I will link her down below. Go subscribe, tell her I said hey. She does awesome reviews, and yeah, we both love Lily, so we sat next to each other and we just had a good time, you know. It was really fun, totally cool. If you guys ever have the chance to go see a talk there, do it. It is so much fun. It is an amazing experience. And we had some fudge afterwards. They had some catering from Tia Mowry, who she has her own cooking show now, which I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes, but it is such a fun show, and they had food there from her like catering business. It was really, really good, by the way. I also have this fun little palette. This is the Too Faced glitter palette, and this is suggested, I think, to wear with the glue. So I have some of the glitter glue here. I have not used this yet, but look at how fun this is. It looks, I didn't realize this was actual glitter until I took a close look. I thought it was just a sticker, but there's actual glitter in here. I'm not sure if you need glitter glue with this, but I do have some from Too Faced, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit on my lids, and then I think I'm gonna play, I don't know, let's give a couple of these swatches, because I haven't even like swatched this palette yet. This one is called Work It. Ooh, it's kind of looking orangey here. Let's see. That's pretty. It looks pink, kind of, but like a little bit orangey in the light. That's the worst color description I think I've ever heard. Let's see what else is in here. Rosé All Day. I like the sound of that. Here we go. Here's Rosé All Day. I'll swatch it right here. Ooh, this is not as pink as I thought it would be. Kind of like a baby pink and then a little yellow sparkle in it. That's also really pretty, but I think Work It maybe goes more with the tones that I have on my eyes today. Let's also swatch this one called Hot Damn, just because it's called Hot Damn. That's kind of cool. Sometimes Too Faced has really funny names. This one, ooh, kind of flaky. I think I'll pass on that one. This one's like not really showing up. It's gonna take a little bit of the glitter glue and put it right on the inner corners. It feels so good to just sit down and play with makeup again. Like, it's the little things, I'm telling you guys, it's the little things that you miss about like your daily routine or your, you know what I mean? Like when you're out of sorts, it does not feel good. Like I'm so happy to finally be back in my own space, just hanging out. Oops, I put the wrong color. I put Rosé All Day. I wanted to do work it. I'll put work it over. Let's just, oh yeah, this is so pretty. I thought this was gonna be like chunky, but it's it's looking more of like a shimmer than a chunky color. And I really haven't been watching a lot of movies lately, but I did see a couple. So I saw this one movie called The Comedian with Robert De Niro in it, and I really liked it. I watched it with my dad. We had a good laugh. So I do recommend that if you haven't seen it yet. Other than that, honestly, haven't really had much time for movies. I did see a movie called The Good Son. It's streaming on Netflix. It has Elijah Wood and Macaulay Culkin in it when he was a little kid. They're both little kids. It's so adorable. Well, the movie's kind of crazy, but like they're so cute. And you know, this is the only mascara that I have on hand right now. It's just the Too Faced Better Than Sex. So I'm just going to apply a couple coats of this. And it's going to give a really nice fluttery look. But I still prefer the L'Oreal one, the Voluminous Paradise, but I ran out, so I'm just gonna use what I have. I feel like I make the weirdest faces when I do mascara. I just can't talk and do mascara. Like, why do I even try? Give it a swirl. Pretend like I'm wine tasting. Just give it a little swirl. This is the Starbucks medium roast iced coffee. It's really good. And I put a little bit of the Coffee Mate almond creamer in it. I've never tried the Coffee Mate creamers until recently, but it's good. I'm so happy I gave it a shot because they were out of the So Delicious. So I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? But I saw the Coffee Mate one. I just grabbed it and I really like it. I'm probably gonna throw it in my empties and you'll see it again. I'll talk about it again. I love talking about food in my empties. I know it's like different, but I don't have like a lot of beauty products sometimes because it takes a while to finish up makeup. I don't know if people realize that, but I mean, for me anyway, I feel like I go through face products the most, but all other products take forever to finish up for me. It's mostly like eye products and face products that I talk about in my empties, and that's why I just started doing food stuff. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and my shade is Fair. Everything I use, I will have it listed down below because in these videos, sometimes I just talk and I don't really mention everything. But yeah, I just kind of started doing the food thing because a lot of you guys seem to like it and it's fun. It's just fun. That's all I was trying to say. I don't know where I was going with that. Get that redness. Yes, cover. Look at this. Oh, I love this concealer. Like every time I apply it, I'm just like, this is so beautiful. And then I'm going to take my favorite pressed powder, Milani Prep Set Glow Translucent number 2. This is a beautiful kind of illuminating powder, and I've been using this like kind of tapered brush. I really like this one. It's from Luxie. It's the, what is this number? 522. It's just the tapered brush, tapered highlighter, I think. And I like to set that concealer with the Milani powder. This is my favorite bronzer. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Light. This is the best one ever. Just my favorite stuff. But I do have a newer one from Makeup Geek. This is from their In the Nude collection. And I love the eyeshadow palette. And this is the bronzer. It's in the lighter shade called Sunkissed. This one is meant for fair skin. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty light, which I like because if I go too dark, it just doesn't look natural on me. So I think I'm going to use this one just to switch it up today. But normally what I would use is my favorite beloved butter bronzer. This stuff is so good and it does smell nice. This one is the new Makeup Geek one, so why not? Let's just switch it up a little bit. I'm taking this kind of like contoured brush or angle brush. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I learned my lesson to just kind of pat it on lightly and you can build up if you would like to. This is pretty warm tone though, so if you don't like warm tone bronzers, then I don't think this one will be for you. They do have one for medium and deep as well, but I just have the fair skin one. So yeah, I've been kind of testing it out, but I still feel like I think this shade's a little bit better for me. And then I'm just going to take a clean brush to really blend out the bronzer, but this one is really warm toned. So is the butter bronzer. The butter bronzer is warm too. I actually really like to wear like warm tone bronzers when I have these like really warm eyeshadows on. If I do cool tone shadows, I tend to switch all my face products too. I just like to play with different bronzers in the summer though. And it's not completely matte, so it's also kind of like that satin finish that I like. I just personally, I like those kinds of finishes because my skin is so dry. It's been better since the weather's been pretty warm now, but my skin is dry year round, so I kind of like those little satiny finish, a little bit of a glow going on. I prefer products that are glowy. And these Milani blushes, back to these Milani blushes, these also have a satin finish. So these are their Color Harmony blushes, blush palettes they're calling them, and they do have individual shades in here. Like you can totally reach in here and do, like, if you want to only wear a certain color, you can do that, but I like to just swirl it all around and kind of get the same tones. It's a really pretty everyday kind of color. So this shade is called Berry Rays. I talked about this in my July favorites video, and I still love this blush. I've pretty much been wearing this all month, like all of July, and I'm still using it pretty heavy actually. Look at this color. It's just the perfect everyday pinky color. It does have a lot of shimmer to it. Well, it's a satiny finish. I mean, you can almost wear this like a highlighter if you want to, but I like that. I think it's really pretty. I love that about this. You can do a lot of different things with it. It's really like multi-purpose. And I have decluttered my blushes so much, you guys. I should just show you right now because you will be surprised. Like I felt like I just had too much blush, so I gave a lot of them away because I just wasn't using them, and I want to utilize my space. Like, space has become so important to me. I'm still kind of in the process of redesigning my room. Not redesigning, redecorating it. Who am I? Who am I? Joanna Gaines? I'm not like an interior designer, but I've just been kind of wanting to redecorate and stuff. So I got rid of all my furniture pretty much except for my makeup drawers, and I do have my dresser still, but I'm looking for a new dresser that matches the rest of my room. So it does kind of sound a little echoey in here because it's empty. Like, I just kind of emptied everything, and well, not everything, but I did really downsize a lot. And it started off slow. Like, it just started off with oh, I'm gonna declutter my clothes, I'm gonna donate things I don't wear, and then I started going to the makeup, and then I started going to my furniture, and then like everything. It just kind of I really decluttered like my life, you guys, and I feel so good. Like, it is insane how much better I feel. And I'm not saying I'm a minimalist, because I'm not. You know, I still have my makeup collection and stuff, but I have decluttered a lot of it. The way that I reorganized, I have all my blushes in one drawer now because I decluttered so many of them that I have all my drugstore and all my high-end in one. I really decluttered. Like, I mean, how many blushes did I have that were all pink? Like, I just, you know what I mean? Like, it was just time to really go through it again. And I filmed quite a few declutters, but like I said in my last Get Rid of Me, I didn't film all of them because some of it just kind of happened and I didn't even plan it. But I will show you guys like the final result. And I decluttered like my brushes, everything. So I mean, it's just kind of I just like the space that I have now. I feel really kind of uplifted almost. It just helps me. I feel more motivated to just get up and go and get things done. I really value space, and I also have a pretty small room to begin with, so having space kind of makes it feel a lot bigger, and I really enjoy it. And I was a person, when I was a kid, man, I had the most cluttered room ever. Alright, so I'm gonna fill in my brows here. Lately I've been using this shadow. It's the Makeup Geek Mocha Matte Shadow, and I love to just use, it's so easy. So I'll just do powder and then I'll go over a little bit with the Brow Wiz. And this is just an e.l.f. brush. It's a really nice brow brush. I just got this one too. Like I said, e.l.f. brushes I've been really into lately. And I do plan on like hanging up something in the background here, but I'm not sure if it'll show in view or not. But I do want to hang up maybe just like a piece of art, or I don't know what I'll do, but I think over behind me I do want to have something to kind of fill that space. And I do miss my door collage. Like, trust me, I do miss it, but when I was repainting my room, all that I did to keep that collage up was tape it together, so there was no way I could just take it down one piece at a time, because I tried that and it just ripped, so I was like, I gotta get rid of it. But I do miss Bill looking in the background. That was kind of like a thing I had for a while, so I'm happy that I did that video, the door tour video, because I can look back on that, you know, and see everything in it. I don't think I'll put another collage in the background. I think I just want to kind of keep it simple. I really like how it actually looks on camera, because I feel like the makeup stands out more, like just with the plain background. I really like it. I've come to really love it. Like, at first I thought, oh my god, this looks so basic, but now I like it. I don't know, it's really grown on me. I'm just gonna take the brush end and really brush in that eyeshadow. I love this Mocha shade. It just fills everything in. It's really easy. So I'm looking forward to getting a new dresser because I just want something that will be a little bit smaller. I don't really exactly need this one. It's so big and I don't even have all the drawers full because I don't even have that like much stuff to put in there. So I just want to downsize, and I think I just want something a little less tall, so a shorter dresser, a little bit narrow, and something that will just hold my TV. But I'm looking forward to slowly kind of just redecorating and making it more me, you know. I feel like every couple years I like to change it up, you know. I'm not someone who changes it up like every month, but once in a while I like a little change, you know. I love it so much. I think I want to use this again. I know I used it in my fresh face video, but this palette has been my thing lately. So it's the Kat Von D Alchemist holographic palette. It is so pretty. And I love all of the shades in here. All of them are so beautiful, but I've really been into the violet and the opal shade. Both of these are kind of my favorite. So I think I'm gonna do the pink, the opal one, the one on the end right here today, because it'll kind of go with the glitter that we put on. And I like to just apply it very lightly. When I have a lot of shimmer on, I'll go with the light hand on this. It looks white in some lights. Like when you're indoors it looks more white, and then when you're in the sun the opal shade ends up looking a little bit more pink. But yeah, Kat Von D did a really good job with this. I need to try more of their products because I've only tried a few. Like I tried this palette back in the day. I did try a sample of the Lock-It foundation, but I didn't like how it looked on my skin. I might give it another shot though. That was a few years ago. For the lips today, I want to show you guys what I've been loving lately for a good long lasting lipstick. So this lip color I bought recently at Sephora. It's their Sephora brand cream lip stain in the shade number 40. It's called Pink Tea, and it's more of like a light brown shade. It's definitely like more on the neutral side, and I love this because it really does last all day, but it's not a super drying like matte formula, because my lips are kind of picky when it comes to matte lipsticks. Certain ones break me out, and this is kind of like the perfect in between because it's not exactly a super fast drying matte lipstick, but it does also stay on like all throughout your day as a traditional like matte liquid lipstick would. So it's just kind of a neat product. If you guys haven't given these a shot yet, they've been out for a long time and they have a lot of new shades. These are just really cool. This is the only one I have currently, but in the past like I've tried the watermelon one, and they're really pigmented. So I'm just gonna first line my lips with the best lip liner ever. This is the Milani All Natural Lip Pencil, and I know I used this in my last Get Ready With Me too, but I love this thing and I keep it in my makeup bag. I use this all the time. Like it's one of my must-have products now. It's so good. Alright, and then I just go right over that with the cream lip stain. It just has like a doe foot applicator. I love these. Let's lock all this makeup in here with the Milani Make It Last. This is my favorite setting spray. It really does help prevent my highlight from fading, my eyeshadows. It keeps the makeup lasting longer, looking fresher. Favorite stuff. Just can't be without it. Really good stuff. I definitely recommend this spray if you haven't tried it. I have seen this actually at Walmart recently. Thank you for restocking finally. Alrighty, well there we go. That is it for today's chit chat. Get ready with me. I hope you guys had a good time sitting back with me and just talking makeup, talking about life, and I really appreciate you guys listening. Like, I cannot thank you enough for just being here. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.